Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the messages from your animal spirit guide, and yeah, we're doing a card of focus today. I love it. Oh, it's a little chilly. We have the walrus. Look at that beautiful card. And it says, remain vigilant about the current situation, pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choices. I love this card, right? Yesterday we did a reading about, was it yesterday? Taking a meditative walk for a week straight and seeing how that kind of opens up maybe possibly some messages coming in, right? So the walrus, so signs and omens, okay, that's what we're talking about. They come to us in a lot of different ways, okay? Sometimes it's the rustling of the wind through the trees. It almost makes it sound like someone's whispering, right? Or a rainbow that appears when you're like, give me a sign if I'm making the right decision, and all of a sudden there's a rainbow, right? We get signs and synchronicities all the time, and they're different for each of us. They mean something different for each of us. So when you're pondering any kind of question, about your life purpose, your relationships, your career, or maybe just everyday concerns, maybe it's just like, do I take a vacation, right? You can actually ask the universe to give you clear and specific signs. And I do this all the time. And then watch, listen, feel, allow thoughts to flow, right? And yeah, they may not always be absolutely clear responses. We know, because we're always like, I want a sign of your sign, right? But more often than not, you're going to pick up on the signs and the clues through your eyes, through your ears, through the sensations in your body, that there are thoughts that come out of nowhere. Okay, that's the one that a lot of us sort of dismiss, is when those thoughts pop in and are like, oh, where'd that come from? That's something to consider, okay? Maybe there's something that keeps popping up. Maybe it's a place or something that you've been wanting to do that keeps popping up in conversation, in maybe ads that you see, or in movies that you see, or in books that you read. Like, it keeps popping up, right? That's the repetition we're kind of talking about. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, because something's calling you and offering help. Maybe you're ending a cycle completely and beginning something new. Okay? Same with omens. They come to us in all of those ways that we just talked about. And if you don't get clear signs right away, just keep your question or that concern in your consciousness for the next few days. Journal about anything that's significant about it, and look for the repetition, look for the patterns. Maybe you see an animal that keeps showing up repeatedly. Okay, that's most likely an indication that there's some sort of message, synchronicity, or omen, right? Because we're talking about omens now. That's trying to come to you. Trust the signs. Trust your discernment. Flex that intuition muscle. When a sign or a synchronicity or a thought or an omen pops up, that if it's for you or not. Okay? This is a really significant way that, the universe is trying to help guide you along your path. I mean, this feels almost, I don't know, it just feels like really, really cool energy. And we've been having this a lot lately, where something's trying to come through, something's trying to come through. And I feel like right now we have so many distractions in our world, which maybe is the point. Maybe there are energies out there trying to keep us from receiving these messages, or keep us distracted from these messages and signs and synchronicities and omens, to help guide us on our path, right? Pay attention, because something's trying to come through for you. I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic today, and we're going to dig into this for a little quickie energetic check-in. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're all doing really well. It feels like spring is in the air. The cherry trees are blooming. My neighbor has all of these fruit trees. Cherry trees, pear trees, apple trees, and the blossoms. Oh my God, it smells so good when I step outside. Oh, I love it. I love it. So, happy to be with you on your journey. I appreciate you showing up. And I'm honored to be able to bring you this message today. This is your message from me today. Pay attention. There's another message trying to come to you. Feels important. Feels big. Feels like big energy. Okay? Oh yeah. Here we are with the Lovers right away out of the gate. Yay. So yes, this can be about, in the mundane world, lovers. A loving relationship. That kind of thing. But at its core, the Lover's card is about getting to the center of you, getting to that juicy center of you, creamy center, and understanding your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions at an authentic level. And then we use all of that. You know, it's our sort of moral compass, our internal guidance system, it's all that. And then taking that and using that as a filter and looking at your life, making sure that everything is in alignment with who you are at your core. Because a lot of times, you guys, we're living by somebody else's rules, right? We're living we're dictated by others on how we're supposed to live. And we need to step away from that. You need to get to the core of who you are. Okay? Get to that juicy center. And it's here. It's showing up in the nature of this reading. Living your life by your rules, not by somebody else's. Don't let anybody kind of bully you around anymore. Okay? Whether it's society, whether it's a work thing, whether it's, you know, friends or family or whatever, okay? We all have a right to live our life the way that we want to live our life, the way that is in alignment with our core, our soul core. That's the beauty of who we are. That's that shiny place in the center of us, okay? Whew. Yeah. That feels a little electric, doesn't it? In your energy, yes, you are building your world. This is the plan. The Two of Wands is all about the planning stages of how you want your world to be, how you want to live in your world, how you want it to wrap around you, how you want it to drape off your shoulders. This is for you. This is by you, based on who you are at your core, at your soul core, your authentic self. OMG. Loving this energy for you today. Keep in mind the Queen of Swords. Cutting to the truth. You got to get to the truth of it. Are you really, really living by how you want to live? Is it easier just to conform to everybody else? The Queen of Swords is going to cut the BS, man. Queen of Swords can spot the BS from a mile away. Now, she also has not turned away from humanity, right? She still has that hand extended. When we live from our core center, from the truth of who we are, we invite that same frequency, that same vibration in others to us. This is how we build a soul tribe, right? This is how we find like-minded individuals. Cutting to the truth of it. This queen is very strategic. Now, a lot of people think the Queen of Swords is very cold. But I think a lot of times those people are ones that just want the queen to live by their rules, honestly. Okay, that was a little cheeky, but come on. I love the queen. I love the Queen of Swords. And the more I get to know her, the more I fall in love with her, honestly. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, and underneath the Lover's card, getting to our core authenticity here, we have the Page of Pentacles coming out, right? This is new, fresh energy. The pages are messengers. They're very, young, fresh, right? sometimes childlike energy, but the Page of Pentacles has this very adult-like strategic mind when it comes to building a foundation. So this page has an idea. This page is being very strategic about how to get grounded, how to build a better foundation, right? How to build that unshakable foundation in the material world. Now, Pentacles definitely are grounded energy, earthly energy, but it's also about finances. It's about how we support ourselves in the material world. All right. So there's something important around this as you are looking at your life through this lens of your authentic self. Are you doing what you love? Do you have to do things that you don't love right now to help you get to what you do love? That's a possibility. In your energy, the Empress, yeah, you are feeling like cornucopia abundance, right? You're showing up as the Empress. You have so much to give. You're so nurturing. You're so caring. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Birthing, whether it's a live human being or an idea. And I honestly think that this Empress is deeply connected to this Page of Pentacles over here, right? Something that's going to, I mean, when we're in the Empress energy, it makes this Page of Pentacles happen better, fuller, right? More abundantly. Okay. Yeah. Getting in alignment with who we are at our core, understanding the things about us that we need to let go of. This is all going to help bring in this walrus energy of really paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and the omens, right? Let them dictate your choices. Let them dictate your choices. Let's get something for that Queen. I love that Queen. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out under that Queen. So yeah, this might mean cutting away at maybe overspending, keeping a budget. Notice this character has turned his back on the city behind, right? So maybe turning the back on consumerism for a little while. This is going to help get your feet under you. It's a financial strategy, right? Budgeting and holding on, right? Saving will help build that foundation as well. Ooh, I like this. This Queen's going to help with that. Do I really need this? Do I really need that? Right? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Oh, come back. Yep, look at that. Six of Pentacles. This is reciprocity. This is giving and receiving, right? This is helping others and allowing others to help. It is a card of charity. So maybe you'll be giving back. Maybe you'll be helping other people. Maybe someone has helped you and now it's time. Or you have plans to help the other person. Maybe you're not quite there yet, right? Because you're holding on in this Four of Pentacles energy, but it's coming, right? This is in the nature of, this is coming. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah. In your energy is the Queen of Cups. Yeah, oh my gosh, your heart is so big. Your heart is so big, but this is also about self-love too. And I think with your world building here, you're using this Empress energy in building your future, and you're doing it with so much compassion and self-love and self-care, right? Now, Queen of Cups, this ripples out to everybody else, right? This is being that great listener without judgment. This is being loving, kind, caring, compassionate to others. But I really do feel like this is meant for you as well. You know, when we are so kind to ourselves, you know, that does help us get to who we are, right, at our core. And when we get to who we are at a core, I know I keep repeating myself, you're going to be more in tune with signs and synchronicities and omens, right? Walrus says, let them dictate your choices right now. It's really important for you to let them dictate your choices right now. it feels like there's something really important here, and I may not be touching on it completely, but I'm hoping that you're getting the gist of it. We have the Page of Cups coming out, which I also love because this is messages of love, fun, magic, right? So you do have messages that are trying to come to you. You have messages through that Page of Pentacles. You have messages through this Page of Cups, right? Something's trying to come to you. Something is trying to come to you. Okay, yeah, it is. And it's not little, it's something big. The Ace of Swords, a new beginning in truth, clarity. This sword comes in and it totally annihilates doubt, fear, and confusion. This is huge. There is something big trying to get to you. A big message, a big message. It may come to you in a lot of different little pieces, right? Remember, the Walrus talks about repetition, paying attention to things that are repeated to you. Make a list. What things keep coming up? What things keep coming up? What things keep coming up? Make a list. Think about it. Be aware of it. The more we're aware of the things that are so repetitive, these little messages and signs and things that come to us that we may normally dismiss, the more that we are aware of them, the more they're going to come. And it's going to culminate in this Ace of Swords. Clarity. The truth shall set you free. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming in as well. This is your personal financial independence. This is what you worked really hard for. You've worked really hard for this foundation under your feet. Okay? Take a moment. Take a moment to look at where you are. Look at how far you've come. Look at all the hard work that you've done. Take a moment to just sort of enjoy the rewards of this, or the feeling of it. How does it make your heart feel? It's totally grounded energy. Okay? I love how she's looking at the little falcon on her hand, right? Maybe there's a message. There's lots of messages here. It feels huge. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy, communication. So I feel like this is really attached to the signs, synchronicities that they're trying to come in for you. Okay, once you step into that awareness, they're going to start coming rapid fire. I feel like you're going to laugh when you like switch into that awareness, because I think you might already be somewhere in your mind recognizing the patterns. Recognizing the patterns. We have the Eight of Cups showing up. Yeah, because you're gonna have to walk away from things that no longer align, because this is a huge shift for you. The Eight is walking away. Doesn't mean that these things weren't important, these cups. They were. It just means you're walking a little bit into the unknown, but there's no fear. Look at this character. Looking at the moon. Right? Looking to the moon for a sign of the path ahead. Trusting in the intuition, the dreams. Ooh, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Oh, how cool is that? Wow, you guys. Okay. All right, that is your message for today. Please, I would love it if you would hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated with you and you actually made it this far through the reading. It definitely helps with the algorithm, and it helps me build my channel. Yeah, share with your besties. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.